collaboration is to do with two or more people working together on a joint project, an initiative, an activity which they both value, that they are both prepared to invest time and energy in, and which actually creates enough of a problem that it requires some thinking through and some talking through. You don't need to collaborate if something's very simple to solve. You can quite quickly resolve, we'll solve that problem that way, off we go, back in our separate directions. However, I think collaboration occurs when two people put the effort in together and who create something together which may not have been enabled if they were working individually. So the idea there being that their ideas start to merge, that they test each other's propositions out, that they give each other space to think, that they put stuff into practice, they review, they come back, they problem solve again, and they kind of keep this cycle of collaboration going until they come to a point where they think, not necessarily that we've resolved it, but that we have learned something new that we wouldn't have done individually. So a mentor and a mentee looking together at something, puzzling over a problem, wondering why something happens in the way that it does, or taking on board a new idea and working out together what use that new idea might be in their own practice. So something which stimulates the origin of the conversation, that gets the two of them wanting to work together. Something which isn't very collaborative necessarily is target setting. So target setting for a student teacher is something that's quite transactional, but something which is quite collaborative is going in, watching somebody teach, identifying a curious situation that emerged and pondering together about why that happened and working through together whether that was a good thing, a bad thing, or whether it might be reconstructed in future practices for a different type of outcome. So something which stimulates their shared interest is important, I think. Developing a collaborative conversation is critical because within that space you are creating an opportunity for learning. You are drawing upon the intelligence of both parties, the experience of both parties, and you're helping to imagine new practices. If you're not working collaboratively, it's quite difficult to do that. I think having imagined new practices, a collaborative conversation can be one in which you feel as a new teacher that you are genuinely being given permission to try something else, to try something new, in that safe space where you won't simply be judged, where you will come back to the problem together, where you will resolve it together. So that sense of solidarity, I think, is really critical. And I think the conversation, the nature of the conversation, is where that sense of solidarity comes from.